Kuma Klan, just checking in with you guys. I'm going to give you an update. Just going to keep you updated. We're going to dive into the charts, go over some things, see where we're at for the day. We're going to give you a quick 10, 15-minute update, okay? So we're going to hop into Kuma, okay? As you can see for today, we're up 6.5%, okay? This is pretty good for the day. Market cap is looking great, around $40 million. As you can see, we started with our market cap around 14 million. At times it was 8 million. So as far as our market cap, which is great, we're doing good with that. Okay. As far as where the market cap is at now. Okay. Some people have been in this project a long time. They've seen this project at its 14 million, and on or about. Some people have been longer than that. Depending on when you enter the market is very important. Okay. So the Kuma Inu for the day, our trading volume of $4,553,107. Which is pretty cool. We're 43.9% down and going on a month away from our all-time high, which ended at the 60. Okay. So that's, as you can see, we had this big run up here. We had the sell off, we had the drop, we had the panic, we had another run up, and we're doing great. If you're here for the first time, once again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on all your notification bells, and comment Kuma Klan Diamond Hand Kumas. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. No, don't offer financial advice. I'm just giving you thoughts, ideas, type of plays I'm into behind the scenes. So with the Kuma, I'm looking at it like this, guys. We've talked about the Kuma. We're going to get straight to this. We talked about the Kuma, and we're looking at our support level. We talked about 30 being our new main area of support, okay? And as you can see, since October 30th, we have, stayed above that. So we can actually be more realistic and say starting November, it's currently the 10th. So we've been a week before we've ever, even come close to testing our new, support level and stuff of that nature. So I look at it, it's looking healthy, guys. As far as my Kumas, it's looking healthy. A lot of you are up. A lot of, if you jumped in at the higher peak and you were a wave rider, okay, the wave went down. Patience is virtue, things of that nature. So I look at it, we're doing great. We're still holding this consolidation. Even before the initial run up, we still had a great consolidation. I was looking at between the 30 and the 40, okay? But as you can see today, have a lots of, we started with our buys, but, we jumped into a lot of selling pressure and things of that nature. So that's pretty standard. When we look at our Kumas, we're looking at where we started at, where we're at now. People came at the 14, the 13, the 12 Kumas. So I'm looking at that plus the run up, the sell off, the new form of consolidation, and in the future, the next big information that will put the Kuma back to the moon. So currently, this chart, after gauging its last 30 days, is looking very healthy. It's great. It's looking great, guys. So we're looking at this period of establishing our new lower highs. It's just great. So the Kuma is doing great. Another main thing, we look at the price action and do we gauge its greatness? Where is this project heading at? We know it's new. We know it was, months old. We look at holders, guys. The holders are continuing to rise. Okay, guys, we've seen this journey at 18,000, 17,000 holders, things of that nature. We're at 25,135 holders, guys. So it has slowed down as far as compounding and growth. If you look at the last week, since the last run up, it's kind of, we're looking at the holder growth algorithm rate as, it's mediocre. It's good. It's moving forward. So that's a great thing. So we're still expanding. So I'm looking for the Kumas, where next run, where will we go to? Where would we be at? And when I look at our next run, I'm going to gauge before the rocket blows, before it starts its ascension into space, how much fuel do we have? And I look at our holders as our fuel, because once the excitement hits, you're already holding. Let me add to my portfolio. This is what the factors and, the elements that lead to these strong runs, these pushes past our all-time high, guys. Okay, so I look at Kuma. It's looking great, guys. It's looking great, on the right path with that, So looking for our next great run to, definitely blow past this all-time high, with the news and things of that nature, depending how long it takes for our holders, maybe we're at 30. Before our next major run, where our holders is at will also play a big part of how strong this push would be at. Our holders are great. As they enter the market, they create security to establish our new all-time lows, our new higher lows, okay, and then our new higher highs, So that is the support level. So I like that, guys, okay. So we're gonna jump into the Hina Inu, okay, guys, and we're gonna just, now with the Hina Inu, okay, we've discussed our support level at 30, guys. Okay, as you can see, since the run up, you can say since this, this run up that the Hina has dealt with. As you can see, we've since the run up, right? Say right here or so. So looking October 17th last, we're looking up some month or so ago. We can look at it like this, guys. You had this shot up here, guys. I was not a day one Hina Inu fan, guys. The Hina came. I liked the Hina. Showed her some love, some support, things of that nature. So after this run up, guys, I'm looking at it like this. This is a new project, very new project also. This is really just, you had this run up, but you had this long period of dormancy. And what happens is this: you have this is the interest, this is the sell off because, we sat here. This is the major, the major interest rising. We have the consolidation. Now, I'm looking at this overall. If you look at it from the chart, we look at these charts and, we look at these charts and, your first run up, periods of consolidation, second run up. So I'm looking at it like this. So guys, this was the inception of the seed. It's, the sprouting. It sparks. Okay, great. We have a project here, guys. I love it. I love its utility. People hop into the space. It's showing and it's growing. It's moving forward. Information people receiving was receptible to what they thought. They liked it. They hopped on the wave. Splash. Let's go. Okay, once again, if you're here for the first time, please hit your like button, turn on all your notification bells, and comment Kuma Klan Diamond Hands. We're going to the moon. So with this is this. We had this run up. We had this period of consolidation. Some people diamond hand through this run up. And we have these, you have this new listing, guys. I'm looking at this sell off as it. I look at the new listing impacts it a little bit, guys. The new listing comes, people expect it to, go keep the run going, another push. And then, they wait around and, they get, you sit there, you see it going down and you don't want to lose your profits, so you want to lock them in. So this is the sell-off coming here, guys. This is the sell-off. Now, as far as our support level at the 30, we have broken that. So what direction are we heading at now? Where? Where are we heading as a community? As the Hinas, the Kumas, So, my overall, as far as the direction of we're heading, where will we land at? What is our new support? Okay. My thing is this, guys. We dropped above this level after, very nice, decent amount of days for the first time. We're sitting here. Are we going to keep pulling back? Are we going to jump forward? I'm going to paper hand the Hina. Is Hina a waste of my time? Things of that nature. I'm looking at humans, common sense, things of that nature. So I'm looking at it like this. You had your sell-off. You had the sell-off. And once again, guys, if we look at the market in a whole today, okay, guys, at one point, this whole thing was a little red. So I'm looking at, we had a nice bull run. We had, we're going through a slight correction overall with the crypto, market in the last, Bitcoin breaking its all-time high, okay? Breaking its all-time high, breaking the records. Once again, guys, I've already stated I believe Bitcoin will be around 70,000. I honestly, looking at its current break of the all-time high, December's around the corner before the end of the year. I'm seeing Bitcoin settling in the 70s somewhere, in the early 70s. That'd be great. 72, 71, 73, things of that nature. That's what I see Bitcoin going at, and that'd be great. Establish a new all-time high. So hopefully I see Bitcoin honestly breaking this all-time high before the end of the year and establishing a new one. Okay. And why do I see these things? I'm looking at institutional investors. When we look at Bitcoin, I'm looking at moving a market cap to gain this energy. And a lot of the time, we're talking about big buyers. Not your average Joe is going to just coming in at 30,000, 40,000. In some markets, those is considered whales. When you're dealing with Bitcoin, you're not a whale with $100,000. Sorry, you're not a whale. Maybe with the Hina, with the Kuma, you got 200,000, 300,000. You consider the whale. The Hina, you put in 300,000 in Hina, or you're definitely a whale. If this trading volume, you're gonna come in here and dump in 200,000, 250. You're a whale. But with Bitcoin, it's like, so when I'm looking at Bitcoin moving and breaking barriers, I'm looking at institutional investors, mass adoption, the big dogs coming in. So that is what's going to move Bitcoin to these next steps, which I believe, we talk to the Kumas, understand the market. It's going to be a lot. Bitcoin's going to be doing some good price movement in the next couple months forward. We have to look at the institutional investors, guys. Bitcoin is getting accepted, things of that nature. So in the next couple of months, I see this moving for like a strong. It's like Bitcoin's like a strong ship, like a ship that's going to crush everything in its way, like a steamroller. It's going to move slowly but powerfully forward. So I like that about the Bitcoin, right? So as far as the day, like I said, we went through a slight correction, which the whole market reacted to that with Bitcoin's breaking its all-time highs. Less than 11 hours ago. So you gotta look, and we're only 5.8% down from that. So you gotta, just keep that in mind, guys. Just keep that in mind. So Bitcoin is always Father Time, so it's gonna move the market, things of that nature. Okay. After hitting that Inu, honestly, it's like we're going to see which direction this thing will head in the next day or two, guys. Do I see it ever touching this? This is not the game. Coming back here is not, that's not how it will ever work. There's always a fight for the top position. There's always a fight for profits. This is what keeps these stocks up. Every time somebody sells off, someone wants to buy, and they see a position, they want to enter it. They see people see a position, they want to sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Kuma, 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 Kuma. Okay, and once again, if you're here for the first time, welcome to the Kuma Klan Diamond Hands official meme channel. Please hit the like bell, turn on all your notification bells, and comment Kuma Klan Diamond Hands. Okay, so guys, with both of these projects, I'm looking at, as far as this pullback here, the reason I will not, spread any FUD, I do not do the FUD, I do transparency, is that this run up and the reclaiming of profits. Okay, guys. Now, I'm seeing this. These next couple of days, we're gonna see where it's gonna settle at. It's never ever gonna gain back where it started at, guys. So I don't, I'm not too concerned about that. I'm looking at this project as far as, the 2% tax redistribution and redistribution, things of that. It's like, you're going to have a lot of holders that's going to diamond hand this project out. The community is very open. They have a very open admin group. They communicate a lot with the people. They're very active over there. So this project is going to hold up. As far as pulling back, it can pull back. Honestly, in some people's eyes, it will be drastically. I mean, if anybody came in during this period of consolidation and you pull back to the 20, that's what also causes these sell-offs. Is once you have this long period of consolidation, you got people that's coming in around this point, hoping and praying, of course, for it to just keep running up. Like, oh, it's going to break out. And, people don't say tomatoes are tomatoes. We got heads that got tails. Let me plan for both directions. So when I'm looking at this run-up and it's being its first run-up, I can see a sell-off. I can see possibly pulling back and maybe possibly establishing another support level at 25. Okay? That's not the end of the world, though. Because during this first run-up here, I'm looking at, it's like, I look at these charts and I've noticed a thing. It's a pattern here, right, with these new coins. The second spike usually holds its growth. The first one, the sell-off, the pullback. The second spike always holds up just a bigger, more percentage of the growth. Like you might have your big first run-up and 50% sell-off, and during your second run-up, you're not going to have that drastic pullback as the first, okay? So that's one thing I'm seeing, if it continues that pattern, we would see. Time will tell. So that's what I'm looking at. So I'm looking at a pullback, possibly a little more sell off if that's the direction or new news. Well, this project right here, and I'm looking at these new projects. They can skyrocket at any given time, skyrocket, and we have to be thoughtful of that. I'm deep in the thoughts while communicating to my Kumas. So it's just in a second, an instant, it can just, so that's always how that will go with this, without the new, but without new information and just having a cordial day. And it's just, I can see a sell off going on, continuing, possibly. I can see this thing reverse. It's up in the air. It's a new project, guys. It's in the right direction, though. We're looking at the tokenomics behind the projects, things of that nature. So I see it going a good direction overall anyway. Okay, so I honestly, before looking at the end of the year, tops next, I'm seeing this thing breaking its all-time highs, establishing new highs, burning zeros, etc. So that's it. But now for my short-term traders, okay, guys, that's my mind as I speak. It's always gonna be in a paradox because looking at the market is looking at it from different directions. You're looking at this painting and you have one perception. He has, oh my God, it's a sell-off. For your day traders and your short-term buyers, these things will shake you up. Been there, done that. Okay, got bored with it, wanted a new position with the diamond hands. So things of that nature. So shake them up. But overall, I see this thing, finding a new level of consolidation, things of that nature, and then bouncing back to the moon, breaking all-time highs, burning zeros. Okay? That's it. Because I'm looking at adoption, the snowball effect, the holders. Okay, we've been here. I've been here with the Kumas. I said been there. It's nothing new. This right here is nothing new. So I'm looking at as this grows. And honestly, guys, this thing has been, from watching, holder, turnover, holder, compound, things of that nature. It's moving it's actually at a faster, for the last couple of days or so, guys. It's being at a faster adoption rate than the Kuma. Okay, than the brother, the big brother. So, as what I mean by that is, as you see these numbers here growing in development, that this Hina is, speeding at a rate. Speeding at a rate. Meaning, if they were to maintain the same growth rate that they're currently maintaining, that Hina Inu will catch up to the Kuma. Okay, holder wise, things of that nature. That's just, that's numbers. I'm just doing the numbers, looking at the patterns, and counting. Numbers don't lie, people do. Come on, Kumas, okay? So things of that nature. So as far as today, we've gained, over 60 plus holders in a day. So I'm just looking at the growth with that, and how much did Kuma grow? As far as being at 20, the word is spreading faster, things of that nature. But Kuma recently had a big run up and then a sell off and things of that nature. So we have to be mindful of that. People see this Kuma chart and, it's without, when you have these run ups, right? And, people enter the space. This is how people, a lot of people are just entering as crypto guys and, they're new to the stocks. You got your millennials. When they see these run ups, this creates, unease. People are scared of the dips and the sell offs and, things of that nature. So, looking for Kuma to gain some consolidation and to continue its journey forward. Consolidation builds confidence. When a person can enter a stock and see a long period of consolidation. Like, for example, when somebody enters, if I could have came in this stock without all of this and just seen this period. If I want to enter this stock at this time, I would have felt comfortable doing it even if I thought the project. Because if I think a project is going nowhere, I have the ability to sell off. Like, you know what? I don't think it's going to go nowhere. But if I see a project like this and without, and I'm seeing this, it's like I don't want to sell off at a loss. So confidence comes here. This is a lot of confidence. We have these long, if we had a long period of consolidation where it's just, that's confidence. It's great. It's a perfect place, to enter a stock and it's stable. No extreme volatility, things of that nature. Okay. So I'm looking for us to jump into consolidation, things of that nature, until the next major push up. That's what I look at with the Kuma. That's what I look at with the Hina. Okay, but with both of these projects, they're brand new businesses opening up, and I'm looking at it like this. Adoption is the main thing. Social media, what are the developers doing, the devs doing to continue to grow these projects? All these dead projects. This is, so as I see growth, I'm not looking at something that's dead. I'm looking at something that's grown. It's like plugging your sink up and just turning it on where it's just dripping overnight. You wake up and, the sink's possibly half full or maybe it's overflowing at that point. So that is the adoption rate. Okay, now do people want a faster adoption rate? Of course. But, These adoption rates, they get to a certain level and then they go through the explosive periods. You could get to 50,000, 60,000. You have a bull run, everybody's excited, and then next you can wake up tomorrow and have a brand new 10,000 holders in a day. So it's the adoption periods and windows, because your adoption rate with holders gets bullish at certain times. Most people don't pay attention to these things. They want to look at their stocks, and I like to second guess, cross my T's, dot my I's. So I look at holder rates a lot. I love that. To see like, okay, one day you can say, oh wow, you gained 50 holders, and some days, I've seen coins gain 1,000 new holders in a day during their bull runs. So you have to look at that also, adoption rates. This is how Shiba Inu has developed itself. And we have to look how many zeros that Shiba Inu has burnt. Since November, Shiba Inu has burnt countless zeros. We have 4 zeros. This thing was around 9 to 10 zeros, November 2020. So within a year, it's burned over 5 zeros. Let's say 4 at least, just to be comfortable with a number. Let's say we're gonna say 5. Let's be guaranteed. Definitely was possibly 10, but if we can guarantee 5. So we look at 5 zeros burnt in these months but during this year. So from November, and we're in November again. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty freaking cool, ain't that? Actually, okay, November 28th, 2020. So we look at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. So got 10 zeros there, and we currently have, so we burned 5 zeros, guys. Actually, 6 zeros. Wow. Yeah, 6. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So we can look at that. All of this occurred within the 28th. So it's the 11th of November. Currently, we're working on a year, guys. Within a year, 5 zeros gone. So we have to look at adoption rates. As Shiba got adopted, how, the snowball effect. So this is what really plays a major part in these types of coins. Okay. We can look at it like, okay, well, I want to hurry up and do this now. It's when these things take off, you will never get back in the space. Some people sold off doing the Hina, like Hina's pulling back. I'm going to sell. Oh my freaking gosh, guys. Oh my gosh, guys. I've seen this holder rate, and I haven't checked Shiba for a while. So I've left Shiba. I still see my Shibas, but did not want to partake in the army affairs. I joined the family. But there was times, and this had to happen in the last 2 months, this coin has literally gained over 250,000 plus followers in the last 2 months easily. So we have to look at how the adoption rate snowballs so powerfully with the Shiba Inu. And look at where we're at. Almost at 1 million holders, guys. This is astronomical. I've seen this thing at 600,000 holders, 500,000 holders. This is crazy, guys. And this comes from, I'm just a little bit surprised. I haven't seen, I haven't did the ether with that, to get that deep into the Shiba. I used to do this a lot with this. Just to see this numbers is it's a mind boggler. Boggles your mind. So with that being said, that's great. This is a great, it's just like, wow. It's like setting the trend, set the motivation, set the example. So looking at that, looking at snowball effects, so when these projects, if these projects are the gems that we for, they're going to lose a lot of people, guys. The sell-offs, the this, the that, So that's all part of it, though. As far as Hina Inu, we're doing great, guys. I've seen, see great things from this project. We have broken our support level. We're looking to see where is the new next support is. Are we going to have a reversal? Things of that nature, okay, guys? We didn't break the support level and keep tumbling. We went under it a little bit. Could have went for a day. Could have went back for a year. Things of that nature. So, we're going to keep an eye on that. We're not going to, go crazy or anything. Just keep my Hinas and my Kumas up to date. And if you're here for the first time, hit your like button, ring your notification bells, comment Kuma Klan Diamond Hands. And we will talk tomorrow. So once again, enjoy.